So Jurassic World Rebirth is real, and I'm actually a little bit concerned about it. It's probably not what most people would expect to hear out of a diehard Jurassic fan, such as myself, especially considering I actually like Jurassic World Dominion. I think it was a pretty decent movie, despite the plot holes and concepts that it has. It's overall okay. To be fair, I have the counter argument of actually having nostalgia with it, since it's the first Jurassic film I saw in theaters. So if you ignore that and push aside the whole insect plot instead of the dinosaur plot, it's a pretty decent movie. The action is actually pretty good. But I'm actually concerned with Jurassic World Rebirth, mostly because of the premise. The teaser trailer has just dropped on Jurassic World's YouTube channel. I'll post a link to it in the description. And it's just 10 seconds of the logo with some classic Jurassic Park, Jurassic World style music. It's a teaser trailer. I'm not expecting it to be particularly long or reveal a lot, but the premise that was along with it is where I'm actually concerned. The premise of for Jurassic World Rebirth is 3 years or 5 years, 3 years. I can't find an exact date. Different sources say different things. So 3 years after the events of Jurassic World Dominion, the planet's ecology has proven largely inhospitable to dinosaurs. Those remaining exist in isolated equatorial environments with climates resembling the one which they once thrived. Okay, that's actually pretty fair. That's actually very realistic for a modern sense, so that I'm actually okay with. The rest of it, not so much. The three most colossal creatures within that tropical biosphere hold the key to a drug that will bring miraculous life saving benefits to humankind. Experienced covert operations expert Zora Bennett is contracted to lead a skilled team on a top secret mission to secure genetic material from the world's three most massive dinosaurs. When Zora's operation intersects with a civilian family whose boating operation was capsized by marauding aquatic reptiles, they all find themselves stranded on an island where find where they become face to face with a sinister, shocking discovery that has been hidden from the world for decades. That's basically the premise for Rebirth. I it's okay. I can see it being a good movie, good to the degree of 65 was, which it wasn't terrible, but man, could have been so much better. I, I honestly don't know what to think about this premise. It's not the worst idea for Jurassic related concept, since we've got Camp Cretaceous seasons 4 and 5 after all. But I don't know what to think about this, seriously. Like, the three most massive dinosaurs, that's either T Rex, Quetzalcoatlus, or Mosasaurus, two of which aren't dinosaurs, or it's T Rex, Dreadnoughtus, and either Quetz or Mosa, of which only one of those would not be a dinosaur. And I really don't know where they're going to go with this. Like, the whole drug thing, I mean, it's kind of realistic, but also how exactly? At the same time, the entire plot is honestly sounds a little bit too much like Camp Cretaceous, like season 4 and 5 ish, along with Jurassic Park 3 with the accidentally getting stranded on an island. Very, very like classic Jurassic thing. People, let's put them on an island with dinosaurs. When Dominion, they didn't do that, but they also didn't build off the idea of dinosaurs being in our natural world, which Fallen Kingdom had uh, presented. So, I don't entire. I guess that Fallen Kingdom's actually interesting concept isn't exactly worth the time, or not worth the time, but it's just not an important plot point anymore, since we never got to see what those dinosaurs are doing in our natural world. Because at the beginning of the Dominion, we got a bunch of dinosaurs and whatnot causing havoc. And even in Battle at Big Rock, a short film of all things, it's got better concepts for dinosaurs in our world than Dominion did. But anyway, as for the plot and the casting seems pretty fine. I don't recognize most of these names, but the casting seems pretty good. As for the animals, I'm actually excited for a majority of the animals. Swerve, a much more Jurassic based YouTuber, made a video about the rumored species. I'll post that in the description as well. But the rumored species to appear in Jurassic World Rebirth are absolutely insane. Some of them I've actually wanted to see in a film for a long while. But first, let's get to the confirmed ones. Besides for a rib cage of unknown origin and Parasaurolophus, which are confirmed as set pieces, confirmed species are T Rex, Velociraptor, and Gallimimus. Now, the Velociraptor, rumored from what I have heard, based on Swerve's video, is that it is supposed to be feathered. I don't know where this comes from, but that'll actually be pretty interesting to see a feathered Velociraptor, if that is true. We've already gotten feathered dinosaurs in the Jurassic franchise with the inclusion of Dominion's Oviraptor and Pyroraptor and Therizinosaurus, so a Velociraptor I think would actually be pretty neat. Now, as for the rumored species, there's a decent number of them. So I'm only going to cover a few of them. So first off, marine reptiles. What's Jurassic World's marine reptile? Mosasaurus. And I bet you anything a Mosasaurus will be returning. And also rumored to appear are Ichthyosaurus, Plesiosaurus, and Nothosaurus. If you ask me, they could have chosen more unique species within those individual families, but hey, at least more marine reptile representation. I'm actually curious to see how they'll introduce Nothosaurus since we already got that in Camp Cretaceous Season 5. I wonder how they're going to introduce that guy into Rebirth. If it's there. Rumors, after all, not official. Also rumored to appear are Amargasaurus, a very cool sauropod. Actually, interesting to see what they'll take that thing to look like, or make it look like. And Edmontosaurus. Nice, another hadrosaur that isn't Parasaurolophus. That's like the only hadrosaur Jurassic knows how to use, unless it's Jurassic Park 3 with a Corythosaurus, in which case it doesn't do anything. Actually, nothing. As for the two species, okay, there's Tropeognathus, which is a pterosaur, actually one of my favorite pterosaurs, so I think seeing that guy would be pretty cool. But as for the two species that I am most excited to see are Spinosaurus. Yes, that is right. Spinosaurus is rumored to make a return in Jurassic World Rebirth, and supposedly it has a modified design, so it'll look more realistic, as accurate as you can get with Spinosaurus these days, anyway. And Megalosaurus. Oh man, you have no idea how happy I was when I heard Megalosaurus is rumored to be in Jurassic World Rebirth. I've wanted this thing, not as much as Acrocanthosaurus, but I've wanted this thing in something Jurassic related, official, not video games, for a long while. And now it's supposedly getting there. In fact, this will be its first appearance in any Jurassic canon since it was discovered. Since Jurassic period and whatnot. So it's been 200 years since Megalosaurus has been named, and it's just now getting a Jurassic Park media representation. That's pretty nice. So, yeah, that's really about it for my concerns, and then a couple species featured. I'm really concerned about the way this plot overview goes. It sounds like an interesting movie, but interesting in the way that 65 was. Likely not enthralling like Dominion was hyped up to be, but probably better than Camp Cretaceous Season 5. And speaking of Camp Cretaceous, Chaos Theory is also coming out in roughly a month. Chaos Theory Season 2. And I genuinely hope they take this in a good direction as well. Season 1 was absolutely amazing. Up there with like actual Jurassic Park or Jurassic World level storyline. I'd easily put it in like an A plus. Camp Cretaceous Season 3 style. So I really hope they take Season 2 off in a really good way. They got Suchomimus returning. We're getting Majungasaurus. And I won't go into that spoiler in case you haven't watched Chaos Theory. But overall, I'm just hoping that both Chaos Theory Season 2 and Jurassic World Rebirth go in a good way. Because most recent Jurassic content, like from Season 4 of Camp Cretaceous until Chaos Theory, hasn't been the best. I'll say Dominion, I've got the personal bias, but I can see how it's not the greatest. So let's just hope these two upcoming projects are actually good. I believe Chaos Theory will be. Rebirth, little iffy on that. But yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait until like October 17th for Chaos Theory and July 2nd, 2025 for Rebirth to actually figure it out. Until then, well, I guess we can just wait